Hey there, Idaho Realtors. Max Pond, your Government Affairs Director here to provide you with a brief but informative and important update for our membership as we approach municipal elections across the state on November 2nd and the unprecedented ending to the 2021 Idaho legislative session, which will reconvene on November 15th. To begin with, I need to give a huge shout out to Tiffany Mygansky and Julie DeLorenzo. As many of you know, I have the good fortune to work closely with our Public Policy and Trustee Committee. Tiffany and Julie are the 2021 Chair and Vice Chair of the Trustee Committee and have led efforts to distribute nearly $100,000 in RPAC funds to dozens of local candidates from mayor, city council, and school boards in independent expenditures, including mailers, digital, and direct campaign contributions over the last month to locally endorsed candidates and campaigns around the Gem State. These political efforts in Boise, Meridian, Kuna, Coeur d'Alene, Post Falls, Twin Falls, Pocatello, Idaho Falls, and elsewhere have reached thousands of voters and is sure to have an impact in the upcoming November 2nd elections. So again, thank you to the IR Public Policy and Trustee Committee overall, and when you see Tiffany and Julie, be sure to thank them for leading these efforts that directly benefit our members at the local level. As I mentioned previously, the 2021 Idaho legislative session has technically been in session throughout the summer, even with interim committees, including the Interim Property Tax Committee, meeting throughout. Earlier this week, Idaho House Speaker Scott Bedke and Idaho Senate President Pro Tem Chuck Winder announced the intention of the Idaho legislature to resume their work on November 15th. As far as the agenda to round out the session, technically they only have 2 items to complete, which include a floor vote on a House Ethics Committee determination relating to Representative Priscilla Giddings and to sine die, or officially adjourn the Idaho House of Representatives before the regular session that will begin in early January 2022. However, that will not be the only business considered. The House Speaker has said that various vaccine mandate bills will be considered. Although there will be versions from the House and the Senate, all of these legislative ideas are aimed at pushing back on federal vaccine mandates announced by President Biden in recent months. Another possible topic will be to appropriate about $2 million to a legislative legal fund in anticipation of litigation due to this federal vaccine mandate pushback. As we look to the 2022 regular Idaho legislative session, we find ourselves in another unprecedented situation. The state is facing a surplus of over $1 billion, which doesn't even include federal American Rescue Plan monies. There will be numerous legislative fights relating to how to spend this money. One idea out there that we've been close to and advocating for, which relates directly to the real estate industry, is a plan to use about $200 million to pay down school bonds. There are several variables still at play here, but in general, this would directly reduce property taxes across the state. In addition, there will be a fight to defend our successful effort in 2020, which removed the April 15th deadline to apply for and receive the homeowner's exemption. There have been several county assessors throughout the summer who have continued pushing back on this law, and they will make some sort of an attempt to curb its benefits for homeowners in 2022. We will also be advocating for a change in the way the circuit breaker tax reduction is administered, which benefits the elderly and veterans. We want the beneficiaries of this program to be able to access it in the easiest manner possible. So we'll be asking that if a beneficiary qualifies, they won't have to reapply for this benefit each new year. There will be several other efforts that IR will be at the table for, including impact fee changes, systemic property tax changes, supplemental levy changes, cash flow issues for local governments, excess local fund balances, and urban renewal, just to name a few that we can anticipate. In addition to all of this, 2022 is an election year for Idaho statewide offices and Idaho state legislative districts. With legislative redistricting coming to an end, coupled with primary elections in May of 2022, we will have a shorter legislative session, but certainly not a quieter one. With all of that, I'd like to thank you, our members, for motivating me each day to get up and advocate for you and the real estate industry. I'm proud to work with the Executive Committee, the Public Policy and Trustee Committee, and the Legislative Committee. Working for this organization is a special charge, and I'm proud to do it. If you ever have any questions, concerns, or just want to chat about a legislative, political issue, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you.